Well, let me tell you about a unique technology.
Oh, God.
In 1991, the Department of Defense paid Sinead O'Connor $12 million to collaborate on a PSYOPs project codenamed Beast Note. Fuck.
Okay.
Gee whiz. They were attempting to record a specific musical note not found in the standard human range. They believed that any animal who heard this note would become susceptible to mind control, effectively turning that animal into a subhuman assassin.
All right.
So when you're enjoying the first smooth taste of Nitro Pepsi tonight at your local karaoke bar, ask yourself if it's worth dying for. Well, let me tell you about bacon. The first experiments in Project Beast... The first experiments in Project Beast Note were done on a 642-pound prize-winning forest hog named Stromboli. They would play a recording of They would play a recording of Sinead O'Connor singing the Beast Note every morning as Stromboli ate his slop. Within 2 weeks, the scientists running the operation were able to teach Stromboli how to fire a modified MP5 submachine gun with his mouth. So as you watch your children choking down thick slabs of Market Pantry brand hardwood smoked bacon with their pancakes, pray to God that the colon cancer kills them before the Stromboli does. Well, let me tell you about Chile. In 1991, Jaime Guzman, an advisor to the right-wing dictator of Chile, Augusto Pinochet, was assassinated. The job was credited to far-left paramilitary group trying to restore democracy to the country. The story made perfect sense except for one thing. The angle of the bullets that struck Guzman were too low for the weapon to have been fired by a human being. And the bullets themselves didn't come from the standard issue AK-47, which was the weapon of choice for freedom fighters. The bullets came from a modified MP5 submachine gun. The trigger man was Stromboli. So while you're wiping Hormel plant-based chili out of your baby's eyes before bedtime, why don't you tell me a better way to assassinate a high-ranking official of the authoritarian dictatorship in the early 1990s? Well, let me tell you about an unforgettable trip.
God.
After Stromboli completed his first assassination, the brass at the DOD started to get scared that Beast Note might fall into the wrong hands. So they flew Stromboli back to America on a cargo jet. They met him at the airport and euthanized him to minimize the risk of anyone finding out about the program. And the only known recording of Sinead O'Connor singing the Beast Note was supposedly erased to prevent terrorist groups from using it to control an army of animals to march on various world capitals. So why don't you tell me how much you enjoyed your last vacation, knowing that at any moment an orangutan could knock your door in and deliver a lethal dose of cyanide via a blow-dart gun? What was that even for? Was that
was for Travel
Zoo?
I have only these couple of questions here.
I have nothing but answers.
They killed Stromboli?
Yeah, they euthanized Stromboli.
That's bullshit.
Well, let me tell you something about Lexus. Years passed after the Beast Note. Oh my God. Let me tell you something about Lexus. Years passed after the Beast Note project was officially shut down, and most of the people involved thought they were safe. But in 2018, the lead Beast Note scientist, Dr. Paul Detmer, died at the Kentucky State Fair from a rare form of botulism after eating a turkey leg. No other patrons of the state fair contracted this lethal botulism, but the paramedics who transported his body to the morgue claimed that they left the fairgrounds, that as they left the fairgrounds, they saw a pig driving a Lexus, and the license plate read Strom. Now, why don't you tell me what model of Lexus you'd like to be driving when you get assassinated by the creature you experimented on 2 decades ago?
Gee whiz.
So Stromboli was still alive, and he got a Lexus, and he also got a personalized license plate that read Strom.
Red Strom, yes.
Fucking Stromboli, dude. God damn. What a badass.